So how could okay, here's just a question for you, okay? A proposal for you, and I'm interested to hear, right? How can I get people in the situation right now of being disaffected by COVID, uh, you know, how can I get them to come to Gifu and Nagoya to work with me to become online network and affiliate marketers, okay? And do this through travel and tourism. I'm wondering, is there somewhere to advertise where people who are disaffected by the situation can see it, okay? And if you let me know that, then I can communicate with my team in Japan so that we could live up to the offer and the promise, right? That you can count on me as somebody right now in this tough times that you can develop a value with, okay? So I just want to tell you this now, like Japanese and American universities are outdated, okay? The job that people go to universities can be replaced by automation. I want people to be freelance entrepreneurs and put automation to work for them. There's a company called Rakuten in Japan, and this is only an example, but they're a good example. And in Japan, they've distinguished themselves by creating an English only speaking atmosphere. So this company, Rakuten, you could join them as a freelance entrepreneur, right? You can join them as an affiliate, okay? And then you could post a trip to visit me as an affiliate. And you could go to various stores and restaurants and sign people up, right? As someone willing to work with Rakuten. They have a point card, okay? So when you use this point card, you get points. You build up another value, right? Something that you could use later. Okay. When people come to visit in me in Japan, right? You guys, or when we go to visit even New York, right? They will also be doing these internships, and we'll be using this point card so that we can do things. So the 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 internships are also included under this point card, okay? And that includes the businesses and all the different 12 points, which I'll tell you about later. Right? So when they come to visit, okay, so this creates a schedule. Once you're here and we have you registered for these things, you're going to have an actual schedule. And once we create the schedule, we're going to simultaneously invite Japanese English learners to do this in collaboration with you. And this transforms it in Japanese to now being part of a Japanese, an English learning lesson, okay? This creates the language benefits and an introduction for collaboration that goes beyond just learning English, right? We include this in entrepreneurship. Your online collaboration is social entrepreneurship, and you're just speaking, and this is the basis for real life situations to use language that language schools that are teaching English fail to provide. People spend so much money in Japan to learn English, but they still can't speak. And you are the solution to that. I have this group in India, right, that I've been in contact with, and they've been training their people in Japanese to come to visit me. The place that you live needs to have a place for Japanese study so that you can come visit me. And the people in Japan that are here now, they can travel to where you are to also be teaching Japanese the way that I came and I taught in English. Before I came and taught English, I had to first come here for a short time so that I could make my connections and build things of why it was then acceptable for me to stay longer. And this is a similar transition for you, okay? So, you know, so the thing is, we're going to create a team of people, right? And we welcome students, right? Or people. We're all students, but we're all teachers. But we welcome them to demonstrate a successful model to grow. So we are generating success. We're starting small, and then based on the success of this model, you'll then have that to use as value that you know is working, okay? So there are 12 examples of internships that create real sales in real life and this value, and we get commissions based on that. So Japan Travel, this company that I also know in Tokyo, they can play a big part in this. And they could offer solutions, right? They don't have to just be Rakuten. Any company can really jump on this. And this is my part to play as an e-commerce specialist. Okay? So, that's why I'm also mentioning, right, my Japanese team that I'm working with, because my Japanese team working with me, they're just working in the capacity to provide online English, right? And they're not even thinking about it the way I am. This is what I'm trying to communicate to them. So, we're doing this as everybody's working as freelancers, but I also want to tell you about another group of freelancers. There are a lot of people in Japan of goodwill, okay? And there are the UN Sustainable Development Goals that they have a lot of jumped to do it, but they're naive about what that really entails. And a lot of what the UN sustainability goals entails has to do with getting vaccines and shots. And we're against this, okay? Because we think this is an artificial thing that's imposed on us, because if you can get your vaccine approved, you get billions. And companies are trying to do this fraudulently as a way to keep themselves at the top of us on the chain. But what I'm teaching you now flips it, gives you your independence, okay? And that's what people need, so that they can't just be ruled, okay, and controlled. So this guy I know who is a freelancer and is attracting this UN Sustainable Development Goals, okay, he's not just looking, right? They're all trying to promote peace, and what I'm doing actually creates the peace through education. So we're gonna attract those people too. So they're not just first attracted because they want to learn English, but because they want to create peace, and that is a testament to the amount of the psychological benefits that I'm also saying that we need to promote. Okay, psychology is very important in people, and people who are unaware of psychology are unaware of a lot, unconscious. We have to make a lot of things conscious, and conscious means you're not just traveling to where the love and the light is. You're embracing what the dark is, because the dark can only exist where there's ignorance. And when we go beyond, and I'm not talking about social justice, the people who think that they're there to counter ignorance is social justice. The way you get around social justice is you appreciate your freedom. You have freedom to do a lot, and you would never travel to Japan, but I'm giving you the reason. I'm giving you the reason for Japanese to travel to you. I'm giving the reason for communication, because if you don't do this, then you're just going to be ruled by people unconsciously. And I'm telling you to wake up. If you don't wake up, you don't even know, has like the things that you would complain about. Everything is related, is the thing. Is like, so if you're saying that what I'm talking about doesn't apply to you, I'm saying it does. And I'm going to work hard to make sure that you see that, but you can just do it in such an easier and natural way. And I've been through many different things. I've been scammed many times, and I've had also been let down that the things I joined weren't the thing that I'm offering. But to be fair, I have already been involved in this for 20 years, and it's something different that no one else can provide. So what I'm saying is that I probably couldn't be successful, because in the end we have to pick one thing, right? And I've dedicated to this one thing, even though along the way I didn't make money as fast as I wanted to. But I had to sacrifice to create the necessary value. Now I have the total confidence and control to really give you what you need, but we still have to go step by step. But I'm worth being that person you collaborate with, and I hope you will. Take care.